What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to a brand new episode of Maximus the Fourth. What I have here is an old school glass bottle of Dr. Pepper from the 70s. I'm not sure which year exactly it's from, but I'm pretty sure it's from the 70s. That's what it was marked as when I bought this thing. And then what I have on the other side is a modern day bottle of Dr. Pepper from 2023. The title of today's video is going to be, is Dr. Pepper from the 70s the same as Dr. Pepper from 2023? All I plan on doing is giving you guys a taste test comparison of the 70s Dr. Pepper to the 2023 version. But as I get along and develop more and more as a YouTuber, my goal is to become sharper. So today we're going to try something different. And I'm going to scan through the ingredients of both the 70s and the 23 bottle. And we're going to find out before the taste test if these really are exactly the same or if they're different. So here we go. So as the 1970s Dr. Pepper reads, carbonated water, sugar, it has caramel color, artificial and natural flavoring, phosphoric acid, which helps regulate the sodium. There's sodium benzoate, which is just a preservative to keep the drink fresh. There's caffeine. There's monosodium phosphate, which helps thickening and to keep the liquid thick. And then there's lactic acid, which helps regulate the acidity in this drink. Now moving on to 2023 Dr. Pepper. Carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, phosphoric acid, natural and artificial flavors, sodium benzoate, which is a preservative, and then caffeine. Now, let's go over and read what is the same in the 70s and 23 Dr. Pepper. They both have carbonated water. They both have caramel color. They both have artificial and natural flavorings. They both have phosphoric acid, which helps regulate the sodium. They both have sodium benzoate, which helps preserve the flavor. They both have caffeine. And as far as the similarities go, that's it. Now, here are the major differences of the 70s in 23 bottle. The 1970s Dr. Pepper has sugar in it. Because it does not say high fructose corn syrup, sugar, I'm assuming that this one is made with real sugar. So as it says just sugar, it is made with real sugar. Whereas the 23 version is made with high fructose corn syrup. Much worse for you. And then something that the old one has that the new one doesn't is monosodium phosphate, which helps thicken the liquid. The oils that they use to put into the liquid, it just simply helps the thickening of it stay together. And that is not in the modern day Dr. Pepper. So that just goes to show you how much the craftsmanship and how better it was in the 70s as opposed to 23. And then the last thing that the 70s bottle has that the 23 bottle doesn't is lactic acid. And lactic acid helps regulate the acidity. Now, as you can see, there are still some bubbles on the top. And I'm pretty sure that's all that means is just the acidity of it. There might even still be ever so slight amount of fizz. Whereas the 2023 bottle, because there's no lactic acid that's in the ingredients, once the time goes by and it expires, it just gets flat. The fizz is probably all gone, and there's really just no dynamic in the liquid. It's just in general a lot thinner looking and literally than the 70's bottle. So at the end of the day, is 1970's Dr. Pepper the same as 2023? No. The craftsmanship that they did with the 70's Dr. Pepper, with having the lactic acid and the monosodium phosphate, which helps regulate the acidity in fizz and keep the liquid thick, this absolutely does not have. And the real sugar that this doesn't have, no. They're both very different. Now, let's get into the taste test. Okay. 1970's. Doesn't smell bad. Let's pour that in here. Okay, yeah. See, there is still fizz in there. That lactic acid really does help. Okay, first, let's try the modern day Dr. Pepper. Boom. It absolutely tastes the way it should. No difference at all whatsoever than what I'm used to. I don't drink Dr. Pepper much, but there we go. It's just a very thin liquid. The fizz is great only because it's brand new. And that's all I have to say about the new one. Okay, I got my palate cleanse water here. Now, let's try the 1970's Dr. Pepper. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whoa. That is so much thicker than the modern day Dr. Pepper. The monosodium phosphate that they put in this, where they didn't put in the new one, is outrageous. It's like, oh my goodness. Just look at the difference of the liquid. Can you guys see that? You notice the regular one, modern day one, on your guys' right. You can see the thinness of it, whereas this one from the 70's, it just has more of a black, solid, oily looking color. Do you see that? That is definitely from the monosodium phosphate that they put in it. Now, although this thing is old, I think it tastes better than the new one. Yeah, the new one, it just tastes very thin, like they put it together with very poor craftsmanship. In the old one, amazing. You got the very thick liquid. The oils do not feel messed up at all whatsoever. Not to mention it's made with real sugar. So all in all, Dr. Pepper from the 1970's is an absolute winner. I couldn't even imagine how good this would taste if it was a fresh bottle. So that's it, you guys. I am done here. I have scanned both the classic and modern day Dr. Peppers. Now you guys know the truth. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.